All right, those stories shortly, but first, this hour, India's Finance Minister Arun Jaitley is on a two-day trip to Bangladesh's capital of Dhaka. An agreement to extend a $4.5 billion credit line to Bangladesh is expected to be signed during the visit. The credit line will help Bangladesh to build and complete several infrastructure projects. The Finance Minister is also expected to inaugurate several projects.
Indian Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has arrived in Dhaka on a three-day trip during which he would sign a dollar credit line agreement of $4.5 billion that India is extending to Bangladesh. He will be meeting with Federation of Indian and Bangladeshi Chambers of Commerce and Industries to look into the business and economic prospects, where Bangladesh's Industries Minister Amir Hossain Amu is also likely to be present. Tomorrow he will meet his Bangladeshi counterpart, Finance Minister Abul Mal Abdul Muhit, to sign the dollar credit line agreement. The credit line will be used for Bangladesh's infrastructural development for improved regional connectivity. The two finance ministers will also review the economic cooperation between the two countries agreed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his visit to Dhaka in June 2015 and Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's visit to Delhi in April this year. The finance ministers will also inaugurate the Dhaka representative office of the Export-Import Bank of India and also a cashless transaction in visa processing by the State Bank of India. These are the updates we have so far about Indian Finance Minister Arun Jaitley's visit to Dhaka, which is considered to be significant to streamline the economic opportunities between the two countries. At the Bangabandhu Air Force Base in Dhaka, Saad Hamadi, WION.
In fact, we have Saad Hamadi, WION's Bangladesh Bureau Chief, joining us now live from Dhaka on the very latest updates to the story. Saad, what are you picking up in terms of some of the expectations on those agreements?
I think the major highlight of Arun Jaitley's visit to Dhaka is the credit line agreement that Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina had agreed in April this year. So the modalities will be signed this time during Arun Jaitley's visit. The project will be looked into as Finance Minister in Bangladesh, Abul Mal Abdul Muhit, has briefed us immediately after Arun Jaitley's landing in Dhaka. So those will be discussed tomorrow in the morning at the Secretariat of Bangladesh. But this evening, in a couple of hours' time, Arun Jaitley, along with an entourage of high-level business delegates from the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industries, will be meeting with the delegates of the Federation of Bangladesh Chambers of Commerce and Industries in Dhaka to discuss the kind of projects that they can handle bilaterally or the export-import opportunities that the two countries have. And this would help them streamline economic opportunities, and that's one of the reasons, the key reason, in fact, that these business delegates have traveled to Bangladesh to look into. In the coming days, Arun Jaitley will also be present to inaugurate the cashless transaction for visa processing by the State Bank of India, as well as the inauguration of the Dhaka operations for Export-Import Bank of India. Those are the highlights that we have heard so far that will be happening in the next couple of days. Arun Jaitley will be leaving for home on Thursday, 5th October.
And really quickly there, Saad, as well, in terms of the mood there, the expectations, how important is this visit, especially on the economic front between India and Bangladesh?
The two countries, particularly because this $4.5 billion line of credit adds to India's previous credit lines, two other credit lines that India had extended to Bangladesh in course of time, and which sums up to nearly $8 billion in total. So that shows India's economic cooperation to Bangladesh, as well as a reinforcement of India's extension of support to the region.
All right, Saad Hamadi getting us the very latest there from Dhaka. Saad, thank you for those updates.